the Infamous here, and I'm just doing a recreation of this Kim K look. It was from the green screen for her Kim Kardashian show, and she posted it on Instagram and I was floored. And she also tagged who did her makeup, so I went to check him out and he's amazing. I believe you say his name, Etienne Ortega. So that's who did this look for her, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. I wanted to try to recreate it, and I posted it on Instagram and you guys loved it. So I wanted to make sure I showed you guys how to do it. So I'm just really loving the look. I'm also doing a talk through for you for the makeup tutorial, so it's going to be pretty in-depth so that you can follow along. And I'm also showing you how I style my Valencia Rose hair in this kind of super pretty classic Hollywood style. And you guys literally have been asking me a lot of questions about this hair. So you guys think this is new hair, but it's not. I've had this for months and months now. You could just go to YouTube and check out my Sierra inspired hair review, and this hair will pop up. It's the Peruvian straight, so you can see all about it. So I'll have the link below for this hair. You guys have just been so interested in it, so definitely check out Valencia Rose. They're also having a sale going on right now on the Bohemian Twist, so that's super popular as well. I will have the link below for you guys. And I also topped off my look with my honeybee gold earrings because Kim has these gorgeous diamonds on in her picture. The only bummer about this look is like when you wear a bang, your lash starts to sag. So I keep trying to push that up. Make sure you like this video and leave your requests below. Next up will be my breast augmentation vlog. And you guys will see when I'm in my bikini, I'm super flat chested. It's this amazing push-up bra. Thanks to Victoria's Secret, like seriously. So yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get right into it and I will see you later. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on our Kim K transformation. I do have the photo right here next to me. The last time I did it, it was just a practice. That's why I didn't record it. I was already midway through my makeup. I already had on my foundation and brows, and I was like, oh, this is a great time to try the look. So that's why my brows were sharper. I'm thinking about trying out the rounded brows like Kim. Something else about the look, if I were to do her makeup just how it is on her on me, it would not look the same. So since I'm doing a recreation, I am doing some harsh lines and mimicking some lines, you know, since my eyes are different and my face shape is different. So let's go ahead and get started. Since this is a pretty natural look, it's not a lot of heavy shadows, I am going to start with my skin. So I'm going to start with my moisture infusion, and I just recorded a video for you guys on this, a skincare video, so you can check that out. And now I'm applying my MAC Complete Comfort Cream. Okay, so that's all on. My skin is nice and prepped. So now I'm going to take my EOS lip balm, and I believe this is strawberry because my lips are super dry. I'm just going to start with my foundation. It's the NARS Sheer Glow in the color Barcelona. And I'm going to take my MAC Duo Fiber brush. Oh my gosh, I forgot to put on my primer. So I'm going to put on my MAC Prep and Prime line filler, because if you're going to be doing a Kim K look, you need flawless skin as much as possible. Now I'm going to put on my Tarte Clean Slate Poreless. And that's going to go everywhere else. Of course, except right over here. Okay, so now let's get back to our foundation. So I'll go ahead and do the rounded brows. Deep dark brunette fluid line for my brows. Looks like this. And a small angle brush. And Kim's brows are pretty thick, so I'm going to do mine about like that. One of hers are a little more sharp than the other. So her brows pretty much look like this. And they don't have a super defined point, so I'm just kind of leaving them a little thick on the outside and, you know, kind of open edged. So now I'm going to take charcoal brown. I'm just going to fill my brows in. And if I had super black hair, I would use espresso because her brows are pretty dark. But I just don't want to chance it and have my brows super dark. I can always go back in and tweak it once I'm done. But for now, I want to be on the safe side, so I'm just going to use charcoal brown. So now we're moving on to our under eye concealer, and I'm just using the Pro Longwear in NC20 and my Beauty Blender from MAC, and I'm just applying that right under my eye. I'm going to take that down my nose, of course. So now what I'm going to do is set that under eye concealer. I'm going to take my Studio Fix powder in C3, this 116 MAC brush, and just put it under here, just a little. So it should look like this. Okay, now we're going to move on to eyes. So this is the really fun part. This is where it really makes the look like Kim's. So I'm going to take MAC rice paper because her highlight looks pretty natural. And then there's just a light pop right above here. So we're going to add something additionally to this. But for now, we're just going to put a little bit of rice paper. Oh, actually, hello. We need to put down a base. I don't know where my mind is today, you guys. So let's go ahead and take our soft ochre. Put that all over. Okay, so I have that on now. Now this is the rice paper. There's literally like a line right here of a lighter color. So I'm going to take MAC Vanilla Pigment. That'll give us that perfect pop. I'm going to put it right there like that. Next, we're going to move on to our lid. So Kim has this really pretty light cream soda color on her lid. So to get that color, I'm going to be mixing these two. It's Samoa Silk, and it's this color called Farasha. It was from the India collection from MAC. And I'm going to be taking my large shader brush, and I'm going to start out with Samoa Silk. And Then I'm going to add a little bit of that orange. So now we're going to work with the crease. On Kim, she has a very diffused crease, but when she opens her eyes, they're very different than mine. She has like a fold, and I don't have a fold as much as she does, so I'm going to create the illusion of one. So I'm going to just grab my 224 blending brush, and I'm going to take charcoal brown, and I'm just going to begin laying a crease. Very lightly. This first layer, I'm going to diffuse that brown up towards the brow bone to give it a little bit of color. There's also some shadow here on the outside, so I'm just going to pull that down just a little. And now I'm going to go in with the smaller, tighter pack brush, the 226 by MAC, so you can see the difference here. And I'm going in with charcoal brown again, just to create that fold. Now she does have a little bit of smoky depth on the outside, so I'm going to take mulch. This is like a go-to smoky color for me. You can get a smoky without it being too dark, and I'm just going to put that on the outside. Now we're going to take Whisper of Guilt because we need a really light shimmery color for the inner corner. Get as much product as I can. And now I'm just going to put that right in the inner corner. So moving right along, we're going to our lower lash line. And I'm going to take my Fascinating Eye Kohl by MAC. Put that in my wet line. And now I'm going to be using my Pedro Lorenzo palette for my lower lash line, this really pretty palette. So to begin with, I'm going to be taking this really pretty color next to this light pink. I'm going to take my pencil brush, and I'm going to put that underneath here. But I'm not going to go all the way to the inner corner because there's a lighter color there. And now I'm going to go into this darker one here at the bottom. And I'm going to do this just on the outside. So now it looks like that. But she also has an even darker brown, kind of very skinny line at the bottom. So I'm going to go in with charcoal brown with my small angle brush. And directly under my lash line, I'm going to line my eye. Oh, and you know what? Actually, come to think of it, I remember last time I actually used Carbon. So let me grab that. So here's Carbon. It's just a pitch black, a matte color. So now I'm going to take that right under the lash line. And that's also going to make that white pop even more. My Whisper of Guilt, I'm going to take that and put it at the bottom. I do want to darken it up just a tad, so I'm going in with that darker color here. Okay, you guys, guys, so we're mainly done with the eyes. All we have to add is the eyeliner and the mascara, and of course the lashes. So we're going to move on to liner. Since I need to do a really skinny line like Kim's, I'm going to use my Chromaline liner in black with my same small angle brush. So now I'm just going to apply my mascara, and you guys know I love the Dior Show Blackout Mascara, and it's super important to take your time on this part, you guys, because the lid is very light, so you cannot get any smudges, and you also want to do the lower lash line. Okay, you guys, so my mascara is on. You need to make sure that you're doing a lot of mascara at the bottom, because Kim K's main focus is her lashes in this look. And we all know she has gorgeous bottom lashes. So now we're moving on to the most asked about part of this look, and that's the lashes. So this is what they look like. They are the Creme 304 lashes, my huge ones that I absolutely adore, but I did snip them in between. And as you can see, I just have spaces in between them, so they're a little more like butterfly-ish. Okay, so there's the lashes, but before I mess with them, I'm going to let them dry a little before I fix them up. So let's move on to our skin. NW45 Studio Fix powder and my fluffy angle brush. And Kim's face is much larger than mine, so I'm going to do the same kind of technique to just make mine a little fuller. And hers kind of drops down. I usually go up a little more, but hers is a little farther down, so that's how we're going to do it. Now I'm going to take my Riri bronzer. And just stay very low to the line you just made. And she has a super peachy face, so I'm going to take Peaches Blush by MAC, and I'm going to sweep that up. And real quick, before I finish blending up any higher, I forgot to apply my highlight, which I actually tried something different. This is the Pearl Matte Face Powder in For a Treat. It's the most gorgeous powder. So I'm just taking this light color here and getting that on my brush, and I'm going to be applying it as my highlight. But since it's a pearl matte highlight, it's more of a satin toned down finish, so you can bring it all the way in, you know, kind of in your cheek area. And we're just going to push that out. See how pretty that is, you guys? Now you can do more on the outsides, but be, you know, kind of careful on how much you're putting on the inside here. You don't want to overwhelm this area because it is reflective. And I'm just going to put it right here on these lines. And then we can just take what's left and put it on our chin. So do you see how that like woke up my face? It's just so gorgeous. I love that stuff. So let's get back to our Peaches blush. Now we can move that upward. And I'm going to get that blush brush again, just so that I can concentrate the color a little easier, because Kim's blush is very concentrated in some areas, like right here. Okay, so I think that's good for blush. Right here, Kim's is very concentrated. So I'm going to make a line right there. See how that is? Okay, awesome. So the hard parts with the blush and contour are finished with. I'm just going to take my fluffy brush with no product and just make sure right in this area is blended well, like so. So now we can go ahead and continue contouring. And I'm just going to mimic Kim's contour. So hers is pretty full right here. And then nothing, of course, in the center. So hers looks pretty much just like that. Okay, you guys, now we're ready to move on to our lips and fix our lashes, and we will be done with this look. So I'm going to start with my MAC Prep and Prime for my lips. Then I'm going to go in with my stripped down lip pencil. And now for the fun part. We're going to be using Sushi Kiss by MAC. So in the meantime, as soon as I was putting on that lipstick, my battery died. So since then, I have thrown on my Kim K inspired dress, and I'll zoom out and show you guys more, and I'll also be showing you how I do my hair too. So let's just keep going. So I was applying Sushi Kiss, and that's a little darker than what Kim K has on. So I took my paint stick in pure white. And now I'm going to take sugar rimmed lip, not a lip glass, a dazzle glass, and stick that on. Oh, you know what? Let me add a little Flora Abundance with that. One sec. Okay, I can't find Flora Abundance, so let's see if this Orgasm by NARS isn't too dark. Okay, so that actually works really good. And remember, I told you we're going to go back and fix those lashes. So to get that effect, I'm just going to curl them. So then you see that kind of makes it go up a little more. So now we kind of get more of that fluttery effect. And of course my lashes are thicker than Kim's. When she opens her eye, hers almost touch her brow as well. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out and show you how I do my Kim K inspired hair. Okay, you guys, so I'm all zoomed out. Let me show you my unit I'm going to be using. The same exact one that I used on Instagram. And it's this one here, which is from Valencia Rose. As you guys know, it wasn't made by Valencia Rose, but this is Valencia Rose hair. This is the Peruvian straight, and it's about 9 months old now. And for it to be this blonde, it's going really well. But it is a little dry right now because when I did this Kim K look the first time, I used hairspray and I haven't washed it out yet. Shame on me, so I need to deep condition this unit again. And it also has a closure, a silk base closure. So I will leave the link below to get your Valencia Rose hair. This is the Peruvian straight, my favorite texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on and we can get curling. So I'm just gonna pull this on. Make sure it's nice and secure all the way around. Okay, so there we have that. Kim has these gorgeous diamond studs in, so for my picture on Instagram, I put in these, which you guys know is from my Honeybee Gold collaboration. And you only have 1 week left to purchase these, so I would get on it. Oh, and I also have the necklace and the ring. This is what the necklace looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a herringbone. So you can see you do get your money worth on all of these products, you guys. Super, super gorgeous. And you guys have seen the ring before. So here's the ring, and it comes in blue as well. That's gorgeous. So I'll have the link below for that. So for my hair, Kim has one side kind of in her face like this and one side pushed back. So this first side, I'm just going to begin curling, and this is my Numi curling wand. So you want to start with your oil of your choice. I use the Moroccan oil light, and I'm just going to apply that to my hair. And you guys can see it'll give such a great shine. You should be using a heat protecting spray, but I don't have one, so. And you guys, I don't have like a mirror to put in front of me because I don't have anything to prop it up on, so I'm going to be using the monitor over here, so that's why I'll be looking over here. I know that's kind of annoying when gurus do that. So I'm just taking my wand and flipping it upside down and curling inward. Hold it for about 12 seconds. And then I drop it and just hold it for a second while it's cooling. I'm so not prepared, you guys. I don't have any pins, or I would definitely pin it up if you want your look to last all night. And then see how that is, you just let it drop. I'm gonna take another section and do the exact same thing. Oh, and also, hello, I have to get my hairspray. This is the Boost It High Lift Creation Spray by L'Oreal, which you guys know I love. So I'm gonna hit that with the little hairspray. Then I'm just going to continue back. So you can see that. And actually, you guys, I messed up. I just realized this side I should be going outwards. But that's okay, you guys get the point. So when you're doing it, just make sure you're going outward and then this side is inward. Because this side on Kim K was kind of tucked back behind her shoulder, turning inward. So this part right here, this first part, I'm going to push this outward so we can get the real effect going. There we go. So let me do one more like that just so it kind of flows. And you can kind of tuck your hair back a little if you'd like, behind your ear. So this is the look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I haven't done an in-depth video like this in a long time, but this look was just too gorgeous to pass up. Once I did the whole thing on Instagram, you guys loved it. So I thought I'd show you guys how to do the hair as well. And you would just keep going with those curls for the complete look. So yeah, you guys, make sure you thumbs up this video. Let me know what you think below. I would love to see your pictures if you recreate it yourself. I had such a good time with you guys today. Let me know if you have any other looks you'd like for me to recreate, and I will see you next time.